Maybe I should compete in bikini. I've also shaved off the beard. This meal is a whopping 30 grams of protein, 16 grams of fat, trace carbs, 290 calories. Living. You want to cook for me more often, please? Right, hello and welcome back to YouTube. Today it's an awful video. This is Emily, right, she's my girlfriend as you all know. She's also 3 weeks out from her bodybuilding show. She's competing in bikini, she's pretty fucking peeled. If you watched last week's video, you'll have seen the shoot. I'll put a picture on screen now for validation of how shredded she is. And today I'm gonna eat her bikini diet for the entire day. So I do actually coach her, so I do obviously know the diet.
You went for a treat.
Yeah, it's poverty food, to say the least, at 3 weeks out. On the bright side, she's on no cardio. I went and did my cardio this morning, however, because I am still on plan. It is a rest day for both of us today. On the way back, I got a nice coffee. So this is Em's normal order. She doesn't have this every day, but I just figured I need all the fucking food, drink I can get today. So I thought I'll buy her a coffee because that means I get one. So I copied her order, which is, you can just say it rather than me look at what it is.
It's just a black iced Americano, but blended.
So I got that from Duncan, because Duncan is the greatest place for coffee in the UK. If you disagree, you're fucking wrong. It was like £6, I think, for 2 medium coffees. If you go to Starbucks, you get 1 coffee for that. So, and this is nicer. And I don't look quite as typical white girl, because it's not a Starbucks iced coffee. But yeah, so this is meal one. It's a black iced coffee with about 3 calories in it. But caffeine, which is important. You got 4 meals a day, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, we've got 4 meals today. Can't wait, but it's currently 8:30 in the morning.
There's only 1 carb meal today.
1 carb meal. It's like I'm back in prep. Great. I've also shaved off the beard.
Brother, what's that?
And it's a fucking mistake, and I'm waiting for it to grow back, so yeah, not happy. But right, I'm gonna go enjoy this lovely coffee. It's quite nice, to be fair. It's just black iced Americano. The blended really makes a difference.
It's just melted a bit. It tastes a bit more like a frappe. Well, it doesn't. It just makes you
If you imagine really hard, yeah, it's like a frappe. I'm going to drink that and go and do some client check-ins. And then, what time do you normally eat meal one?
About 9:30.
Great. I've been up since 5:30, done an hour of cardio, sauna, ice bath, and I don't get to eat till 9:30. So we'll see you in an hour. Right, so before we go to meal one, I'm just going to give you a little overview of Em's food currently. So I've got it on the sheets in front of me here. So you can see rest day, those are the macros we're working with. I do usually have the calories hidden on Em's sheets just because she didn't want to know what calories she was eating, which is quite a good mindset to have, because if you don't know, you can't change your perception, because she actually feels really good, even though she's sort of 3 weeks out. Yeah, she gets a little bit tired and hungry here and there, but she's actually handled prep, considering it's her first ever prep, like incredibly well, like weirdly well. Total calories for today are 1,135. We've got 30 grams of carbs, 55 grams of fat, and 130 grams of protein. To compare that to my normal day of eating, so this is the absolute lowest Em's food has been. This is the lowest day at any point throughout the entirety of prep. We did a photo shoot on Monday of this week. On Tuesday this week. Leading into that photo shoot, we had 3 sort of high days with a sort of a mock load, gathering data. We did a sort of mock peak week. On those days, she was eating 350 grams of carbs, 70 grams of fat, about 2,600 calories. Did that for 2 days. And the day before, we dropped it down to 225 carb, about 2,000 calories. And then after the photo shoot, so the day number 4, she then also had a burger, fries, like a pretty decently sized off plan, because she is very lean and we still have quite a few weeks to go before we're on stage. And we want to maintain the look. And for those who don't know, because obviously a lot of my viewers are probably male and don't quite understand the bikini class and the criteria, it's a very specific look that's very hard to nail. If you're too lean, you get punished. If you're not lean enough, you get punished. If you're too hard, punished. Too soft, punished. It's, you need to find the right balance. So sure, we could just keep dieting her, but she'll come in probably too lean, too hard, and she won't get rewarded for that. So we're very close to finding the look we want. There's a little bit more to come off the glute hamstring, and that's what we're chasing. But yeah, so it's not like she's just running this baseline food continuously, right? There have been higher days. We've had the luxury of being able to run a full mock peak sort of for 4 days with then an off plan at the end of it. And now we just dropped back down to baseline, which is, as I just said, the macros there. On a training day, she's on 100 grams of carbs, 45 grams of fat, and 130 protein. But yeah, to compare her rest day, I'll put her rest day macros on screen now, so you've got them. To remind you, that's 130 grams of protein, as opposed to my usual rest day, which is 343 grams of protein. So I'm eating 210 grams of protein less today than I usually would. Her fats are 55. My rest day fats are currently 130 grams, which are very high. And then her carbs are 30. My usual carbs are 375. So today I'll be eating a whopping 1,135 calories as opposed to my usual 4,020 calories. So I'm going to be a little bit hungry. Emily currently weighs about 105 pounds. I think 104 pounds has been our lowest. I'm currently about 228 pounds to 230 pounds. So I've got about 125 pounds on her as well. So yeah, I'm going to be a bit hungry. We're going to make meal one. I say we. I'm going to sit here and spectate as the master chef bakes away. You will notice, and probably have noticed for quite a while now, I'm wearing a lot of Gymshark, and I think it's probably live by the time this video drops. I'm a Gymshark athlete. Woo. Roll the trailer. From the beginning, I've always been inspired. Since I began, there's always been a common theme of those at the top. Over the years, during the many hours of cardio, being inspired and following their journeys. Now it's time to continue mine and take that pursuit to the next level. They've built more than a brand, they've built a legacy. I'm ready not just to be a part of it, but to add to it. And that's why I've chosen Gymshark. Okay, the trailer's now been rolled. You'll notice I'm wearing currently the Power Collection, which is like Gymshark's oversized bodybuilding collection. M's in the collegiate drop or whatever. Very, very aesthetic, lovely. You can use code EAGLES, save some money on some fantastic clobber. Time to chef. What's been the hardest part of prep so far?
Would you make me sit in front of your bed?
Yeah, fair. If you all remember the $10 versus $100 cheat meal video, the gold Wagyu burger, I had to use M to frame the shot and set the white balance and everything, which meant she had to sit there just in front of the burger whilst I did that. Felt a little bit bad. Thanks. Yeah, I was fucking in the doghouse for the next day and a half, so won't be doing that again. Instead, this video I'll be eating her diet, so. Right, I'm gonna eat this meal with Em so you can see how she probably saves it and I just get through it. She always eats we don't have a kitchen table. I normally eat in my office. She always eats here on the sofa. She can cross her legs and is flexible, and the coffee table's sound for her. For me, this is absolutely horrible to eat at. This is one of the worst parts of the day, is eating here. Coming up to 12:30, back for meal 2. Em's been and got a haircut. Yeah, I'm sure they all definitely knew exactly what it looked like before. It's just now shorter. I banned myself from going to get my hair cut because I've already had enough mistakes with hair recently. So, yeah, didn't want to make that mistake again. What's for meal 2?
Chicken salad.
Chicken salad. Yeah, this meal, 35 grams of protein. We got 10 grams of olive oil, so we've got 12 grams of fat total. A whopping 265 calories. Would you rather be chased by 500 squirrel-sized bears or one bear-sized squirrel?
One bear-sized squirrel.
You want a bear-sized squirrel running after you?
Yeah.
You're fucked, mate. How quick's that going to be?
Right. Over.
Yeah, 100 bears that are the size of a squirrel. I'd
Yeah.
fucking volley that thing fucking miles.
Not 100 of them.
The other one I'd fucking stamp on, then I'd fucking RKO one, then drop an elbow on one. Would you rather outrun a swarm of hamster-sized wolves or a single wolf-sized hamster?
Hamsters can't run very.
Yeah, see on this one I'll take a wolf-sized hamster because I reckon I could befriend it and then it'd be a pretty cool pet.
Yeah.
But like, wolves are fucked. Like if you've got a swarm of wolves, no matter the size of them, they'll work as a fucking pack and probably fuck you up. Would you rather fight 10 toddler-sized scorpions or one scorpion the size of a toddler? If you're not, like, obviously you're gonna fuck up 10 scorpion-sized toddlers. Like, I'd just fuck up 10 toddlers as they are,
Yeah.
let alone if they're scorpion-sized. This is the nice salad base. This is more effort I've put into ever making a meal. Yeah, it actually looks alright. I've got my chicken. Oh, I don't want pickle in this, no chance. I can fucking hack squat 7 plates, but I can't nibble a pickle. This is not a big deal to most people. I feel like there'll be some people out there that just despise pickles as much as I do, so. It was chewing it that was making me gag more, so I ended up just swallowing it like a fucking tablet. That's grim. Why do you enjoy that?
So good.
What about that is nice? Just normal cucumber's nice. I don't like pickle. Delightful. Em's is all mixed in and she's got bits of pickle in it, but oh, it's like a gourmet meal, this. I've got a nice olive oil dressing to go over the top. I've got my hand that I've just burnt on the air fryer. God. Maybe I should compete in bikini.
Shit. Got your ass.
Right, quick one for all you lot and all my clients who I put olive oil in their meal plan. That is the accurate way to measure out your olive oil. You get a micro scale, measure it into a shot glass and do it that way, purely because if you just do it on a regular scale, when we're talking olive oil, it's such a finite margin, you need to be accurate. Because if you go like 5 grams over, that's like what, 45 calories? So yeah, grams matter, you gotta be accurate. I'm a rabbit. This is worse than meal one. Meal one was more enjoyable. This is shit. It's significantly later. I'm fucking hungry. I've been doing a lot of work, got all the new starters set up for people coming on the team, which is good. Checked some reels, sent off some footage, edited some footage. We're in a good spot, we're absolutely cooking. I am, however, just absolutely chugging water like no tomorrow because we're still on 0 carbs and it's coming up to 4 PM. So vibes are immaculate. Gonna go and eat in a minute. Another fucking salad, can't wait. But yeah, just drinking a lot of water to stay fuller, shall we say. It's just like prep all over again. The only benefit to this that I have actually very much enjoyed is I'm like so much more cognitively clear when I'm on 0 carbs. I don't know why, I just find it makes such a difference. Because even now in the off season, like I've been getting up about 5. I'm going to do a vlog soon, updating you all on where my food's at, where my training's at, because I've just been doing a lot of like content-y videos. But I was doing 5 meals a day. Kyle has just upped it to 6 now, but it was previously 5 meals a day. So I was getting up about 5:30 doing cardio, and I'd sit down and do about an hour of work before I ate my first meal, just because that 1 hour of work in the morning, I was so fucking sharp before I ate. So today, because I've been doing 0 carbs all day, I've just been fucking switched on all day. So that's been nice. However, my stomach is just rumbling. Like in prep, I think it's easy to deal with the hunger because you're hungry every day, so you kind of get used to it. Right now, I've gone from eating like 4,500 calories a day to just suddenly doing fucking 1,000. Well, I'm 500 calories deep so far today. Right, we've burned 3,300 thus far today, according to my Apple Watch. And that's when I put my Apple Watch on at about 5:30 this morning. That does include just general calorie burn, just from existing, obviously. Typically, like yesterday, I had a very, very good leg session, a very heavy leg session. My daily total of burnt calories was 5,000 by the end of the day, just because my heart rate during the legs was like fucking 170 for periods of time when I was dying after a set of hack squat. What a great thing to do, eat 1,000 calories a day after training legs. Very, very productive. But yeah, I've boxed off a shitload of work. I feel good, but I'm just fucking ravenous now, so I'm going to go and eat a meal. But quickly, what I wanted to touch on as well is obviously Gymshark. I mentioned it earlier briefly. A little bit more in depth is previously I did have the perception of Gymshark. I loved them when I first got into lifting, right? When I was like 18, it was prime David Lade era, you know, Gymshark, fucking C-Bum coming on the scene and all that sort of shit. So like Gymshark were up. And then I was obviously very much into my bodybuilding, and they kind of went more mainstream, which from a business standpoint, I understand. Me being a bodybuilder, I think the rest of us were a little bit upset at that, felt a little bit neglected. And then I've actually turned Gymshark down 3 times prior when they've approached me over the years. Obviously, there was a company I used to work with. It was a combination of things as to what made me switch. I had numerous conversations with Gymshark this time, and they sort of explained their vision and the direction they want to go in. And it is kind of back to their roots to a degree. Still carrying on the mainstream stuff, of course, but like they do want to get back into the scene where they started from and that sort of stuff. And that's something I'm very passionate about, and I want to be a part of and help them do that. So that was the main selling point that was different this time as opposed to other times. I did have a conversation with my old company as well to try to, you know, see if I wanted to continue with them instead. And they did offer, you know, a financial incentive to stay, but there were more issues behind the scenes which I'm not going to discuss. All I can say is I wish them all the best, and I hope that the issues going on do resolve. But for me, it was not a company that I wanted to remain to be a part of and promote. Just for me personally, it wasn't what I liked. So it was time to move on, and then the opportunity with Gymshark was there, and it was a no-brainer for me. And I'm, you know, very fortunate to be in the position to work with Gymshark, because at the end of the day, they just are the Ferrari of fucking bodybuilding. Like every F1 driver wants to drive the Ferrari. Everyone in the gym wants to be a Gymshark athlete. So it's pretty cool that I am now one. So that's thanks to you guys, of course. I would not be in the position without you all. So thank you for watching these shit videos, and most importantly, thank you for using code EAGLES over the years, and please continue to do so I don't get dropped. Thanks, guys. I'm fucking starving. Let's go eat a fucking beef mince salad. What a shit meal. Fucking who wrote this meal plan? It was me. Final thing on the Gymshark front as well. Now, I cannot talk too in depth about this. However, there was another big reason that I did make the move. And there's a specific guy, I'm pretty sure it's one guy, that just keeps commenting every YouTube video. It's like day 400 of asking for the Pursuing Potential t-shirts back, which is t-shirts I used to sell. Fucking God knows how many, 2 years ago now. I had like 20,000 followers on Instagram when I sold those. It was mainly for my clients, but a few other people bought them as well. It's actually how I met Finn, who I trained with for that, the prep role on my pro card. Me and him met because he bought a t-shirt off me, which was pretty cool. All I can say is that there is going to be something in the works at some point. Yeah, that's all I can say. I'll leave that for you to work out. Well, that's pretty self-explanatory. Not confirmed yet, so don't get your hopes up, but it's going to happen. I'm making it happen. So yeah, it's going to be sick. Can we eat meal free now? I'm quite hungry. Sure, I will. She doesn't want to eat yet, understandably, but I'm fucking hungry, so I'm going to eat. Right. I am chefing this meal myself because Em is preoccupied and she doesn't want to eat her meal this early, which I completely understand because it is. She does 4 meals a day because that's what she prefers and works better for her schedule with work and stuff. Today is a very rare rest day and that she's not at work, so she wants to space them out a little bit more so she can eat later. I have to go out later, so I need to finish this video and just basically finish the meals at home first. So I'm going to have to eat a bit earlier. So these last 2 meals, probably just going to be me. So everyone who came here for Em, you're going to have to click off now because there won't be too much of her left. Sounds like she's passing away. She's not. I hope not anyway. What an exciting meal. We have 150 grams of beef mince, 5%, with 10 grams of olive oil and then some salad. And then what's meant to be 15 grams of 0 sugar, 0 salt ketchup. I'm not going to weigh it out. because realistically it's just beef mince and a bit of ketchup. This meal is a whopping 30 grams of protein, 16 grams of fat, trace carbs, 290 calories. Living. It's quite dry, but I'm so hungry I don't care. That meal literally took about 1 minute 40 to eat. But it's okay because I've got some nice cucumber to get down as well. That's quite soggy. Final meal of the day, and the one I've been actually looking forward to. Probably the only meal today that I've been looking forward to. We have a Ninja Creamy, which contains...
It's the ESL.
You're not shy. What tub is it? Let's get the tub for product placement. Phenomenal. Right, it's literally ice cream. You can get some Stracciatella wafer creamy with code M at ESN. That's not even a joke. You actually can, but use code Eagles. And then she's put in vanilla caramel flavour powder. So I'm actually looking forward to this. It's not with milk, it's with 0 added sugar coconut milk.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was using in prep as well.
200 ml.
200 ml of that is like 2
and
grams of fat.
150 ml of water.
And then 150 ml of water. Great, so it's going to be like slushy, not actual ice cream.
No, it's not.
It's kind of defrosting already. I don't think I need to defrost it anymore because it's not been frozen long enough. And then with this, with the cream, I'm just excited about the fucking ice cream because it's actually going to be filling for once. What is the other bit? 30 grams of oats.
And 30 grams of oats, 15 dark chocolate, and I think it's 50. It's either 15 or 10. I'll have to double check that quickly. And then 50 grams of frozen raspberries.
So a spoonful of oats.
Yeah.
Great. There's
more whey in that than there is oats.
Sick. A whopping 342 calories. Can't wait. I'm going to go make the creamy now because it's very loud and you don't want to hear that. Turns out the creamy wasn't fully frozen because we only made it this morning, but it's frozen enough. It's pretty good. It's like a salted caramel stracciatella ice cream that's a little bit watery, but tastes really nice. It's 30 grams of oats for reference of how small that is. And we've got the creamy there. No.
Yeah, you eat them together.
No, you don't.
You do. You get.
I'm not eating them together.
You get like a spoon, and then a spoon you go.
Nice sound. There's a lump of dark chocolate under there that's melting, so I'm going to go eat this because I'm very hungry. Again, I'm just going to stand there and eat it. I'm ravenous.
Imagine how I feel.
Yeah, but I said this earlier, when you've dieted for an extended period of time, like when I was doing sub 2K in prep, it was like you're just torturing yourself. When I was doing sub 2K in prep, you get used to it to a degree. When you go from like 4,500 calories to fuck all the day after burning 5,000 calories training legs, it's definitely harder. I have to say, you do make your meals a lot nicer than I do.
I do, yeah.
You want to cook for me more often, please? Right. Spoonful of oats has been finished. Now onto the semi-melted creamy. This is a very good creamy. I'm going to nick our recipe for this. What kitchen appliance, if it grew legs and arms and could fight, would you be more scared of, a toaster or a kettle? Like, what do you think's fucking you up more, a toaster or a kettle? Or what do you think you're fucking up more?
Is the kettle boiled?
Yeah. And the toaster's on.
I'd take on the toaster.
Yeah, scrapping a toaster, sound.
Yeah, because if the kettle's boiled, all it has to do is put a bit of water on you and you scald it.
Nah, see, I'd just stand there and then it's got boiling water inside it, so it's going to be in too much pain already. Forgot to tell you that the kettle feels heat. Right. Meal 4 boxed off. I'm hungry. But that concludes the full day of eating on a bikini diet. I won't be doing it again. It was not very enjoyable. This last meal was the best meal. That's a solid. If the oats were like an actual decent quantity, that's like a 8 out of 10 meal. That was quite enjoyable. Eggs and bacon was all right. That'd be like a 6 out of 10. The chicken and soggy lettuce salad can fuck off, and the beef mince and cucumber also can do one. So yeah, thanks for featuring and for making so many delicious meals. Check in tomorrow and enjoy the rest of prep, bro.
Thanks.
Like and subscribe, and probably I'll vlog Em's show day at some point. So all the suffering will eventually be worth it, but we'll catch you in the next one. Bye.